Good evening. I saw a tweet by the Prime Minister yesterday, which he is talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and he mentions Bitcoin in the passing and says in a democracy how nations should get together and make sure our youth are not being spoiled. Immediately, there was a flurry of tweets across the Twitter that India is not going to ban cryptocurrency and there is going to be regulation of cryptocurrency. In fact, since I have been what you call a cryptocurrency extremist, like Nassim Taleb, Warren Buffett, and Charlie Munger, where I've been saying cryptocurrencies cannot be there forever. Why I say is another topic which I will discuss later. But the fact remains I'm a cryptocurrency extremist. That does not mean that I don't agree with blockchain technology. Blockchain is decentralized finance and is brilliant and will definitely have great applications. The greatest application of blockchain is one day we may not need brokers at all, that each and everybody can trade directly in the exchange. And if blockchain is taken to extremity, you and I can trade with each other even without an exchange. This cuts transaction time. And also, if somebody wants to borrow in the days before, you could manipulate your CIBIL, you could change your PAN card, you could do several things. But when I submit myself to blockchain, all my financial transactions, my entire financial horoscope will be out there for the lender to see. But this is only a simple use of blockchain. Cryptocurrencies use blockchain, but they are not blockchain themselves. Let us take the example of Bitcoin. Nobody knows who started Bitcoin, how it started, who controls it. It is completely a decentralized system. And it is not unique that Bitcoin has some technology which is unique. Thousands of other Me Too's have come which compete with Bitcoin. There is Ethereum, there is blockchain, there is Shibu, to name a few. Now recently, there was Squid Games, a currency that went up to $2,200 in few minutes and crashed back to zero and leaving millions bankrupt. In rural India and tier 2, tier 3 towns, people are using MLMs. Then there is three things, CoinSwitch and Kuber, which is also selling cryptocurrencies. They have been funded by venture capitalists and they are throwing the entire IPL season, and World T20 was funded by advertisement of these cryptocurrencies. So, after the time for the government to regulate or ban was at the time when the Supreme Court passed what experts call an injudicious decision striking down the RBI's notification. The government went to sleep and waited till all the money, nobody knows how much, the variation is from 50,000 crores to 6 lakh crores of India's money has been invested in cryptos. It is not only in India that cryptocurrency is big worldwide. In fact, a Twitter poll showed that when people were asked in the next 10 years, which is the best performing asset, nearly overwhelmingly 70% of the people chose cryptocurrencies and only 19% chose equities. So there is no doubt that cryptocurrency is the flavor of the month. But like Warren Buffett said, there is two classes of investment. One class of investment is something in which you store cash. Sometimes it gives you interest and sometimes you just store cash. And current account is used only to store cash. If you keep it in a savings account or a fixed deposit, you get some interest. You put it in a bond, you get a greater amount of interest. There is another class of investment in which you don't get anything. It's only you wait, hope that somebody else will pay a better price for it somehow, sometime. Buffett says there are two types of investment. There are two classes. One is gold. Gold has absolutely no use, but the only use for gold is the value perceived by others. The other is today's cryptocurrencies. What is the difference between cryptocurrency and gold, and why do I recommend gold while Buffett does not? I recommend gold from the narrow viewpoint of India. In India, banking system is not open to all. It is not possible for an individual to get a loan instantly. It's far easier for a person to get a loan in America than in India. It is very difficult for an Indian to get loan. In times of emergency, when one has to move from one place to another place, in developing economies like India, gold is a matter of is like treated like currency, and you can pledge gold and take money out immediately. So there are enough pawnbrokers, enough gold finance companies, enough banks to give you money against gold without an income statement. That is why I support gold. As far as cryptocurrency is concerned, this is like having a 500 rupee note and suddenly say This is valued at 1,800 rupees. How can a 500 rupee note buy anything more than 500 rupees? That is the basic question that Buffett and people like me are asking. There is only a question is the amount of bitcoins is short, therefore the value of the bitcoin is going up, and the amount of money being printed is extraordinary. As long as you do not know who is doing bitcoins, what is the rules by which it is going to be released, more bitcoins are going to be released, more currency is going to be released, there is absolutely no way you can regulate it. What is being proposed came in Business Standard yesterday is absurd, that you will treat crypto as an e-commerce site. The commodity is treated as currency and you want to treat it like an e-commerce site. What is being proposed is that there will be an 18% GST every time somebody buys a crypto and another 18% when you sell it. So basically, if I buy a Bitcoin for 100 rupees, I have to pay 18 rupees tax. When I sell it for say 118, that 18 rupees has no value because it won't reflect in the crypto. It will go to the government. So tomorrow, if you want to sell for 120 rupees and you think you have made a 20% profit, I have to pay another 18 rupees. So for buying for 100 rupees and selling for 120 rupees, I will pay 18 rupees tax for buying and 18% of 120, that is 18 plus 3.6 rupees, that is 21 rupees 60 paisa for tax. For buying at 100 rupees and selling at 120 rupees, what is being proposed is I pay 40 rupees tax. So how can you trade in a currency by paying GST? This is what has come out in Business Standard yesterday. There is also a talk that they will give you a window in which current users can exit. There is no regulation. We don't know whether Kuper has actually got the coins which they claim to have. They may have. I'm not saying that they will not have. But they are saying they have taken 100 rupees from 45,000 to 50,000 people and bought one Bitcoin. How do you know they have a Bitcoin? Who is going to regulate it? And how do you know which 50,000 people have that Bitcoin? These are the fundamental questions that have to be answered. This is Bitcoin. But most of the time they have said every day we are giving a Bitcoin free. Who is getting that Bitcoin free? All these questions have to be answered and these cannot be regulated. You cannot tax Bitcoin because the idea of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency comes from a group of people who call themselves libertarians. These libertarians don't believe in government. They don't believe that the government has the right to give tax. The state has a right to issue currency. The foremost power of a state is to issue currency. The idea of cryptocurrency is to challenge the power of the state to issue currency. They want people to store their money in cryptocurrencies till they actually need them. So what you are actually doing is challenging the power of the state. When the idea of a product is to challenge the very power of a state, how can you regulate such a power? This is oxymoronic and this I don't know how to explain to the layman. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आनंद श्रीनिवासन है और मैं एक पर्सनल फाइनेंस कंसल्टेंट हूँ। मैं 2 यूट्यूब चैनल चलाता हूँ पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में। एक मनी पेज तमिल में है। मेरे बहुत से दोस्त बोले कि मैं हिंदी में एक चैनल शुरू करूं, तो मैंने एक पैसा बोलता है नाम का एक हिंदी चैनल शुरू किया है। मैं पर्सनल निवेश के बारे में ही बात करूंगा। आप उसको सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने दोस्तों को शेयर करें। अगर आप हिंदी नहीं जानते हैं तो पैसा करें। जो आपके दोस्त हिंदी जानते हैं उनको सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए आग्रह करें। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।